Now, I'm not the most handsome man in the world. However, I have attracted a lot of women and a lot of beautiful women at that, and I've just spoken to a lot of beautiful women in general. And I want to tell you a story about when I was in college. So I was in college, I was going, I was just chilling with women. I went to lunch with a few, like lunch period. I was with this one acquaintance of mine. I think she was moderately hot, not too pretty, not too ugly, but I found her beautiful also. So, you know, most on acquaintance, not even a friend like that, just someone I went to lunch with. And I was like, you know, when a man doesn't have a woman by his side, it just feels a bit like a piece of him isn't right. And I can understand why. I believe it's biologically wired in us to have the woman we want. It's just a good feeling. I understand that. And when I was with her, not in a relationship. I've never been in a relationship. I'm just talking like lunchtime. Me and her just going to a shop to get food. Just simple shit, right? I was like, damn, all right. I was like, oh, this feels pretty good. Like, I know I didn't have any feelings for her or anything like that, but I did find her pretty. It was more so an acquaintance thing. But I was like, yeah, it feels pretty good. I'm walking with a woman. You know, I don't see the need to rush in. I don't see the need to feel insecure anymore. Not to say that I was feeling insecure before, but it's just nice having hot women around you. And same scenario when I was talking to other hot women. And after speaking to so many beautiful women, I've drawn to this conclusion, and it's a brilliant conclusion. I don't feel lustful anymore. Oh my days, there's a fly in my finger. Jesus Christ, get out. When I was fat, naturally, I didn't attract the type of... When I was fat, I didn't attract the type of woman that I desired. So I got in shape, and it was primarily fueled by the fact of attracting beautiful women. I reached that goal, and I started to attract a lot of hot women, and I've had a lot of women compliment me on how fit I am in fitness. I know you can't tell now because I'm wearing a jumper. I do have a lot of past fitness videos, so you can go there to see proof. I'm really into fitness and whatnot. When you get in shape, you start attracting a lot of women. I'm talking the beautiful hot ones. The ones that are into fitness, you start attracting those type of women. And when you speak to so many, it's like, okay, it's nice, you get the physique. You primarily do your fitness journey, primarily fueled by gaining the physique and attracting women. And when you get the physique, it is a good feeling. It's one of the best feelings in the world, having a woman that you genuinely find hot and attractive into you. Physically, sexually, that sexual tension is a nice thing. And I've been in shape for about 5 years now. And I would say, after a period of time, it does start to wear off and you start to realize, yeah, maybe this isn't really what I wanted. Don't get me wrong, I do love the feeling, and the feeling will always be there so long as I keep fit and stay healthy. But a lot of people, they're chasing the wrong things. And this is something that it may be hard for you to understand right now. If you don't have the physique you want, you may be skinny or overweight. You may just be in the desperate mindset that I was in about 5 years ago, where you're just solely fixated on attracting any woman, and you're just so desperate. You're using that horny testosterone to wanna fuck. I hear it and you just transmit that through fitness. I hear that too. I still do, but I don't feel like this. Sorry guys, so many flies. I don't feel this desperate need to really need to pursue a woman anymore, because I know they'll come to me, and I don't mean this in an arrogant sense. It's just that beauty is always appreciated, and there's beauty in working out. It molds your body into a certain way, both from a man and a woman's perspective. With the man, you have a sexy V-taper that women love. You work out as a woman, you have a beautiful, sexy hourglass figure that men, yeah, we love too. It's fucking flies, bro. And yeah, I think it's just something worth telling you. And I know it may be hard for you to understand now. You may not have the body you want yet, but I'm just telling you, when you're doing your fitness journey, do not work out solely for the sake of female approval, because you will feel empty inside after a period of time. It can be one of the factors that motivate you to get the physique you want, because I know it was most definitely mine, a few of mine. But when you get there in the end, after a certain point, if that's all you're chasing alone, you hit this like void. It's like, oh, it's that it? Is it just that? Let me tell you something about life. Nothing is as good or as bad as it seems. So you pedestalize women, attracting these hot women like you've seen Jesus. Calm down. They're just human. And that's what I'd realized after speaking to so many hot women, you know? So many. And yes, it is nice having beautiful women attracted to you. Sometimes they even touch you up. I've experienced that in the past. But it shouldn't be something you're chasing. Don't chase an approval of a flawed person also. You will always feel empty. Stop looking at other people to make yourself feel whole inside, because you were already whole prior. Something just happened in your life that went inside you, but you let the poison seep in your mind and it fucked you up. Now you believe you need an external factor to make you feel what you were already given. And we call that happiness, fulfillment, security, mentally, not insecurity. So it's not another woman's validation that you need to feel good about yourself. It's giving yourself the approval to feel good about yourself already. Oh my fucking daisies flies. Ruining my speech. Where was I? So it's not about the validation from other people that'll make you feel whole inside. It's giving yourself the approval for yourself to gain self-respect. And in return, you're gonna attract more women anyway. The same way, it's like vice versa. You don't want a woman that doesn't take care of herself. If you saw a woman who smokes, you don't want her. You're into fitness, you're into health, self-improvement. Just taking care of yourself, having a better, healthy, clean life. You're not going to be into the woman that smokes because she's not taking care of herself. She needs a cigarette to feel whole inside. I need self-love to feel whole inside. I need God to feel love inside. That's all you need, man. You don't need much. So, I hit that predicament in my life about this year or maybe even last year. Let's say this year because I had a goal in fitness. I always wanted to hit 16 inches in arms. After about 5 years and a few months, I finally hit it. So I got my dream goal. I aimed for 16 inches because that's the arm size where you really start to fill out the majority of the clothes you wear. And I finally hit that, flexed, when I touched my biceps. I have about 40.7 centimeters when I flex. So I hit my 16. I was like, oh shit. At the young tender age of 19, because I started this fitness journey early, right? I finally hit my dream physique. And it's only gonna get better with age, so I'm just gonna look bigger naturally, even if I do maintain the same body weight. You know, that good stuff, gonna get more shredded, more stronger, more lean, more attractive in the eyes of women also. Beneficial to both the male and female gaze. And it's like, I already got the proportion that I want, the size. I'm like 85 kg at 5'9". It's like, okay, I was in this predicament. I'm like, okay. So I'm pulling women by having a good physique, which is nice to hear. But it's like, I reached my goal. And it's like, when you reach a new level, your reason to develop needs to change. So I reached my dream physique. In terms of proportion, size, I hit my 16-inch arms, all that good stuff. Training calisthenics for 5 years. I have a pretty good physique by my standards. And it's like, okay, now I need a new reason to work out. Because this is where people fall off. They become killers when they start working out because they want to attract women, and I hear that. But it's when they do get the physique that they've wanted, and they start attracting their goal. They feel lost inside. They start to settle, they let the softness get in. Women have soft energy about them, so it's really easy to feel seduced by them and calm down in a bad way where you're not pushing yourself as hard as you used to, which is ironic because that's the type of woman that are attracted to the man. But when you're with her now, she will try to convince you to slow down. You slow down, she ain't into you anymore. She wants the other guy that's working his ass off, which was you prior to falling off. You know? It's like that. It's fucking flyers. Can't fall off. You gotta stay focused. So when I reached that area in my life, I was like, okay. When I was like, damn, alright, I'm pulling these women which I like, you know. I like the feeling of attracting women. It's a good motivator feeling for men. I believe every man should experience it through getting into shape. But assuming I keep fit, it's gonna be like this for the rest of my life, right? And that's a good motivating factor in itself. But also at the same time, it's like, okay, but I can't let that be the only reason why I train now. And when I got into the best shape of my life, I realized it was never the woman that I truly wanted. It was the self-respect that I wanted. It was not walking in the streets of London, hunchback and poor posture, not having confidence in myself. It was the self-respect and the self-esteem growth that I got from fitness. The ability to do something for a long time, a long period of time. It was truly a building of character to know that I have it in me to continue pushing when things get hard. In a physical and mental sense, via fitness, I can apply that to different areas of life. Like my YouTube channel, how I'm not getting the most of views right. Well, I'm actually starting to pop off a bit. I'm getting like 2-digit views every video. It was never like that a few months ago, so that's a good thing. But I have over 600 videos as of the recording, the postage of this video. So I'm able to do something for a long period of time. Primarily due to fitness, I'm able to study languages for a long period of time, even though it's fucking hard, because the fitness set the foundation. Do you see where I'm coming from? That's what I'm talking about. And it all starts with that. So what I'm trying to say is that, I mean, enough rambling on. It's more so, when you start off a journey, it's more so of a self-respect that you need to get. I primarily thought, because I used to be a fat kid, right? Family used to always make fun of me for being fat, you know. So I primarily operated to gain approval from other people, to make myself feel good about myself. And to when you get that, yes, it may still feel good to some extent, but you still feel empty inside, and I feel empty inside. So I had to really ask myself, once I already got the physique I wanted, why am I doing this shit? You know, why am I doing this shit? And now, I don't train for the body. Now, I do have the body that I've always wanted. But it's so funny how fitness works. When you start out your fitness journey, you're primarily doing it for, oh shit, I want the body to attract X amount of people. It's not until you get the body, it's like, okay, I'm gonna look at this for the rest of my life, and nothing's really gonna change much. Now I just do it because of the self-respect. I train now for the self-respect that I get. I train now for the self-image. I train now for the high positive dopamine feeling that you get from it. Not chasing external validation. You can't influence people and inspire, that's good too. But you can't primarily make your reason to pursuing what you want to do, primarily talking about fitness for the sake of another person's approval, who's flawed also. You know? Many of you say it's to seek God's approval. I mean, He approves of you already. It's just a shame that you're not showing your best potential yet. Do you understand where I'm coming from? So, I don't know what this video will be titled, but I'll probably title it something along the lines of, you know, fitness through lust will leave you empty, something along the lines of that. But it's more so just me telling you, you need to do it because you genuinely love it. Sometimes I forget how, and yes, I'm gonna stroke my own dick a bit in a metaphorical sense, but sometimes I forget how good I look when I take off my shirt in the mirror. Anyone who works out, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You feel the same feeling I'm doing. After a certain period of time, after a few years in your fitness journey, you realize you actually forget how muscular you are, and you mostly just train for the mental aspect. And it just so happens, as a byproduct, you get the body you've always wanted anyway. When you're training harder, you boost your self-image, and naturally you're just gonna want to eat healthier. You're gonna want to sleep better, and as a beautiful byproduct, you get the body you want anyway. So what I'm trying to tell you is, it shouldn't be the external approval you want to chase, but the self-respect that you will gain from doing that. And when you respect yourself, it's going to gravitate towards other people also, and naturally going to want you too. That's how the game works. It's same with money, same with business. A lot of people, they start businesses primarily for the sole purpose of making money. Very, very stupid. Stupid because really any industry has money. Some people sell their souls for the wrong reasons, man. Like me when I'm recording this video, it's like, genuinely, I'm not thinking about, oh, money, oh, I want money. Obviously, it would be great to have money, and I believe money is still important. Most definitely boosts your quality of life. But I'm genuinely doing this because I enjoy this shit. There's a reason why I have over 600 videos on my channel. But it would have made sense to quit, even though I don't get the views that I would prefer. The fact that I'm able to show up every day is a byproduct of me developing self-respect in my speaking skills, and just through passion. And other people will gravitate towards it anyway. That's the beauty. So reflecting it back to the fitness standpoint, it's not external approval that you should chase, but more so the self-respect you gain. Because when you chase self-respect and self-excellence, naturally, it's going to inspire others. They're going to want to be with you too. Oh, let me do a little whisper towards the end. That's a byproduct. More women are gonna go on you anyway. That's what I have to say. Look at the view, man. I think I got another thumbnail right here. Beautiful shit, man. Chase your dreams. What you want, the life you want, is on the other side, man. Chase that motherfucker. Take care.